There is one decision that most people in their 30s don't make. Not because they can't, not because they don't have the money, but because no one told them it existed. And that decision is the difference between retiring at 55 with financial peace of mind or continuing to work at 70 praying that your body will hold up. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, why almost no one makes it at the right time, and what it will cost you in real money if you keep putting it off. Stay tuned until the end because at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a calculation that left me speechless the first time I saw it. Look, your 30s are a strange decade. You're no longer the student starting from scratch, but you're also not the established professional who has it all figured out. You're in the middle. And that middle ground is, interestingly, the most powerful moment of your entire financial life. But here's the problem. Most people in their 30s are so busy with day-to-day life, work, mortgage or rent, maybe kids, car payments, weekend plans, that finances get put off until when I have more time or when I'm earning a little more. And that seemingly harmless thought is probably the most costly mistake you can make at this stage of your life. Why? Because in personal finance, there is a window of opportunity, and that window has a closing date. It's not dramatic, it's not exaggerated, it's pure mathematics. And right now, I'm going to explain it to you with real numbers. I want you to meet two people. We'll call them Anna and Carlos. They are both 30 years old. They both earn the same amount. They both start from the same 0 point, but they make different decisions. Anna, at 30, decides to start investing $200 a month, consistently, not perfectly, but consistently. She puts some of her salary into a simple index fund, and she doesn't touch it. Carlos waits. He says he'll start when he has more stability. At 35, he says the same thing. At 38, he starts to worry a little more, but continues to procrastinate. At 40, Carlos finally decides to take action. He also invests $200 a month. What is the difference between Anna and Carlos at age 65? Anna has approximately $530,000. Carlos has $270,000. Same monthly amount, same rate of return, only a 10-year difference in when they started. And the result? A gap of $260,000. That, my friend, is the cost of procrastination. Now, before you say, I know, compound interest, I want you to understand something that very few people explain well. Compound interest is not magic. It is time multiplied by money. And time does not wait. Every year that goes by in your 30s without making this decision, you don't just lose that year's return. You lose the return on the return on the return for that year, forever. That's what makes the window close. Okay, now you understand the when. Let's talk about the what. Because this is where it gets interesting. The most important financial decision you can make in your 30s is not buying a house. It's not learning how to invest in the stock market, nor is it getting a raise. Although all of those things matter. The decision is this: choose a long-term investment vehicle and automate it before you turn 35. It sounds simple, and it is, but there are two key words there that most people ignore. The first, long-term. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want quick results. And when it comes to investing, many people look for the cryptocurrency that will increase tenfold in 3 months, the business that will make them millionaires next year. And I'm not saying that can't exist, but in terms of basic financial decision-making, real wealth is built slowly. Studies in the financial habits of high-net-worth individuals show something consistent. They didn't find a get-rich-quick scheme. They were patient, systematic, and boring for a long time. The second keyword, automate. And here's the secret that changes everything. The biggest enemy of your financial future is not inflation. It's not the market. It's not the government. It's you. More specifically, your present self who always has perfectly logical reasons for not investing this month. I had extra expenses this month. I'm going on a trip this month. I had my car repaired this month. Does this sound familiar? Automating means taking the decision out of your present self. It means that money leaves your account before you can spend it or rationalize it. It means that when payday comes, a portion of your income goes directly to your future without passing through your hands. Because if you wait for whatever's left at the end of the month, there's never anything left. Never. For anyone. Okay, if this is so clear, why does almost no one do it? And here comes the part that I find most interesting about this topic. It's not ignorance. Most people in their 30s know they should invest. They've read about it, they've heard about it, they know they should do it. It's something deeper than that. Reason number one, the future self problem. Psychologists have studied something fascinating. When we think about our future self, our brain processes it in a similar way to how it would process a stranger, literally. You don't feel like it's you. So when you decide between spending $200 today versus giving it to your 65-year-old self, your brain chooses the present, always, unless you've automated it. Because if you've automated it, your brain no longer has to decide. Reason number two, the "it's not enough" syndrome. Many people say, I'll start when I can invest seriously. It's not worth it with $200. And that's a huge mistake. Not because $200 is a lot of money today, but because the habit you build with $200 is the same one you'll use later with $500, $1,000, or whatever your savings capacity grows to be. The initial amount matters much less than the moment you start and your consistency. Reason number three, too many options. Where should I invest? Index funds, ETFs, real estate, individual stocks, cryptocurrency, a company? There is so much financial noise right now that many people are paralyzed, and paralysis is the most expensive way to make a decision. It leaves you doing nothing. The worst investment is the one you never made. Okay, enough diagnosis. Let's talk about action. If you're in your 30s and want to make the right decision right now, here's the clearest path I know. No unnecessary complications. Step 1. Define your starting number. Not the ideal number, the actual number you can set aside today. It could be $50. It could be $300. What matters is that it's a number you won't miss this month, because if it hurts this month, you'll cancel it next month. Start with what doesn't hurt. You can always increase it later. Step 2. Choose a simple vehicle. For most people just starting out, a low-cost index fund that tracks a broad index is sufficient. You don't need sophistication, you need consistency. Once you've built that habit and want to diversify or explore other options, you'll be doing so from a solid foundation, not the other way around. Step 3. Automate the day after payday. Not the first few days of the month, the exact day after you get paid, before you pay anything else, before the grocery store, before the phone bill. You first, always. Step 4. Don't look at it so much. This sounds strange, but it's true. One of the main reasons people sell their investments at the wrong time is because they look at them too much. The market goes up and down. That's its nature. If you're investing for the long term, short-term noise isn't information, it's distraction. Review your investments every quarter, not every day. Remember how I promised you a calculation that would leave you speechless? Here it is. If you are 32 years old and start investing $250 per month starting today with an average annual return of 8%, by the time you are 65, you will have approximately $580,000. If you wait until you're 42 to do exactly the same thing, you'll have $240,000. The difference is $340,000, and that difference didn't come from earning more money. It came from a single decision made 10 years earlier. That's what's at stake. I'm not saying that life in your 30s is easy. I know there are pressures everywhere. I know money is tight. I know the future seems far away when you're dealing with the present. But precisely because of that, because the present is tough, you have to protect your future self now. Because in 30 years, you won't remember what you spent that $250 a month on, But you will know if you have $580,000 or $240,000. You decide what story you want to tell yourself. If this video helped you see things differently, give it a like because that helps me reach more people who need to hear this. And if you want to understand exactly where to put that money and which investment vehicles make the most sense for your situation, I have a video about just that which will make everything much clearer. It's right here. Don't put it off till tomorrow. See you in the next one.